It is 9 minutes after 3 a.m. here on this Sunday, June 28th in Shelbina, Missouri. Beautiful Shelbina, Missouri. This will be a quickie. Allegedly, anyway. I was over there on the love seat reading in Romans, and I got to chapter 8 and then verse 6, which reads, from the Authorized Version, of course, and if you have one, you can get yours and follow along. Anyway, Romans chapter 8 verse 6 reads, for to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Simple. Commentary. Minding what does and will affect me spiritually, notice the lowercase s, more than carnally, fleshly, physically. It's a big fleshy deal, you know. Minding what will build and sustain my spirit here, rather than what will wound and destroy my spirit while pleasing, building up this flesh. Thinking on things above is one thing. What will build my flesh, which is only temporal, but through sin, via the commandment, break down my spirit, lowercase s. Sin is pleasurable for a season. However, the destruction thereof, the path thereof, can last a mighty long time. Those of us who are, we all know that the things that we did before we had done, before we were accepted into the beloved, before the Lord accepted us, they came with consequences. A lot of those consequences are still hanging on. I'll reiterate, God, He'll forgive your sin, but He doesn't always do away with consequences. And I think it is possible, probable even, that He will do away with some of the consequences, but you're going to suffer. The life that I'm leading now after the life of sin that I had led in the past, there are situations, circumstances, things where the consequences should be much, much worse than what they are. But I believe in the Lord's mercy, they are as small as they are. They are much less than what they could be and probably should be. He has not punished me as my sins deserve. And being a saint, saints still sin. The consequences of that should be horribly greater than what it is, but in His mercy, concentrating, thinking on things. What will build my spirit today? And that is lowercase s. What will help take me through today? That I might make it through better, that I might be a more meet servant for Him, ambassador, example. And what might help keep my spirits up so that I can bear the thought of going through another day at this point. Things that are above. This life be over soon, heaven last always. Those things that are above. What am I building? What am I doing? Fiery trial gonna come along and burn down all that wood, hay, and stubble. And when it does, and it always does, what will be left? What will be left of the ashes that need to be swept away? And to begin building on that foundation again. Wood, hay, stubble. How much is it? What I can do to please this flesh, which once again is only momentary, pardon me. It's only temporal. At the sacrifice of destroying this spirit, putting me into a state of guilt, of fretting against God. God hath given me the commandments, but He hath also given me a conscience. It isn't so easy to sear, thinking bruise, scar, wound, sear any longer. It isn't so easy. For the Spirit of God resides in me. He resides in me, and the Lord is that Spirit. And He hath not given me over completely to anything yet. So, at the sacrifice, the things of the flesh, being carnally minded, being concentrated on the flesh, the carnal, the things of this world, rather than things above, the things of the Lord. What good is it really going to do me? Especially of those things that I can't have anyway. Many people stop desiring or teach themselves and settle into other things, other avenues, other choices, because they can't have, not because they don't desire, not because they don't want. And they can be things that are not bad or not necessarily bad, but as doors close, you end up killing off those desires because you know you can't have it anyway, and it hurts a lot less not to desire them anymore. It's a way of coping. But then turning one's attention away from those desires and turning their attention to the Spirit, that which is above, that which the Lord hath given us, that to look forward to day, rather than looking at, or coveting what it is that would please the flesh that we do not have, or giving into the flesh and then fretting because of sin. It's not a very good thing, y'all. So once again, for to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Not minding the carnal, the things so much of this flesh, but of the Spirit. Knowing what the Lord hath given, knowing what awaits spiritual things above. Life and peace. My peace I give unto thee, not as the world gives, do I give. And then the peace that passeth all understanding. Life and peace. If we are His, regardless, we know we have eternal life. Everlasting life has a beginning, but no ending. Hence, life more abundantly. So we have our life here that we are given. But if we are His, we don't die and then go on to a further death in hell. We go on to life with the Lord. It's difficult at times, quite difficult. It isn't easy, but it is what it is, and this is what we've got. Be spiritually minded, or strive. I need to be spiritually minded, to mind the Spirit, to take care of, to think of, to mind, to do what will build the Spirit in me. Because this flesh is going to die. This flesh is going to go into the ground. And as it is planned, if so, this flesh will go into more or less a cardboard box or a casket liner and go into the ground. It will rot. The Spirit will not. It'll move from here on to somewhere else. On to be with the Lord in heaven. It's all temporal. It's all vanity and vexation of spirit. But what is going to build the Spirit? Mind those things. Keep in mind, bear in mind, attend to, mind them like one might mind a garden, or one might mind a pet. Look after, take care of, pay attention to, do the things that are beneficial for. And other than that, I might just rattle on for another 14, 30, 40, 50 minutes. So, for the moment, I will end this right here. May the Lord use this, pardon me, for whomever or to whomever it might help, for whatever, whomever He may use it. If He will use it, His will be done. Good morning to you.